So today we're looking at course management and how to save you shots with planning a hole better. Today I have a par 3. I'm going to talk to you about selecting the right club, looking at the part of the green you can look at, maybe look at your shot shaping within that hole as well, but really looking at how you can use technology to work out exactly what you're going to do in terms of club selection. And then maybe club history for future rounds that will help you be confident and trust the selection of club you're going to use. So the first thing I'm going to do is work out what I call my gross yardage and then my net yardage. And then I'm going to plan the hole and plan the club. To help me do that, I'm going to use a rangefinder. So this is a go one. This is one of the cheapest ones in the market. I believe these are $100 with slope. Really, really good. Now, it's important that we're using one with slope for what I'm going to ask you to do today. Now, I know when you play in a tournament, you can't use a slope one. But what I want you to do for your practice rounds playing with your mates is use a slope one. Maybe make some notes at what a certain hole that has a lot of elevation is going to do in regards to the yardage. So let's get some numbers. So let's get right on top of the ball. So that's 164 playing 158. So this is taking 6 yards off the hole for the slope going down. So if I didn't measure it with the slope one, I'd be hitting it 6 yards further than I need to. That's the first thing. So I know 158 is my gross yardage, as it were, including the slope. Next thing I'm going to do is see what the wind's doing. Now you probably can't see the grass, but the wind is into slightly from the right hand side. Now today, and again, you can be a bit smart by using obviously a wind check app, which will tell you how many mile an hour the wind is. But I'll say today, this is probably about a 1 club wind. So let's call that 10 yards, 12 yards per club. I'm saying this is probably just under a 1 club wind, 10 yards, right? So we now got to add 10 yards to that yardage. So I'm now up to 168. Today also is quite cold. We're about 10 degrees here in the UK. So I'm going to add 2 yards on for the temperature. So I'm 170. Last thing I'd look at is the topography. Is the ball going to run out more? The green's soft or hard? So I'm going to play it on around 170 yards. Now 170 yards for me is a solid 6-iron, a good 6-iron. So that's the way I plan the hole. Then I'm going to look at the green. And if I look at the green itself, I can see obviously all the trouble really on this hole is short. Pin high to the right is a really good play. It leaves me an uphill putt. If I just think of the green and think of the water, where would the water run out? And it will run down to the right. So anything to the right of the flag is going to leave me an easier putt than basically past the hole. So club I'm happy with. I'm going to aim just right at the flag. And for me, shot shaping wise, I'd probably shape a 6-iron, what I call 2 fingers. So I might put my finger on the flag, my left finger on the flag, and then I can aim in the middle of my fingers there as my starting point. And that should mean if I hit one that goes left with a good strike, it should finish on the flag. If I hit one straight, it'll finish just right at the flag. And if I hit one pushed, it'll be a few feet further right again. But it's certainly that kind of planning. So I had to trust the club. So let's go ahead and play the shot using my routine. So the practice swing will give me the feels I wanted to have from my technical side. I'm then going to pick a spot 3 to 4 inches in front of the ball on my line. Step in, line up to that. Get parallel, get comfortable, and then make the swing. So hit it solid enough, just pulled it a wee bit left. It's found the green, but left of the flag. So I'm putting, which is okay. But again, it wasn't a perfect shot, and I don't hit perfect shots all the time. I don't think many of us do. Tour pros would average an 8% error. So there would be an 8% dispersion. So we worked this out at 170. 10% round numbers, 17 yards. If you want to know that in feet, we times that by obviously 3. So, you know, we're talking about 50 odd feet away from the flag would be an average for a tour player. When they're winning and playing well, they'll hit it closer. And when there's no pressure, probably closer. But that's what the average numbers are from PGA Tour. So what I want to talk to you about today is really having that plan, picking the right club, rather than just going and looking at the tee marker and thinking, okay, it's 160, let's pick my club up for 160. As you see, we worked it out to be obviously downhill, which made the shot shorter, but into the wind and cold, to make the shot actually longer. So if it was on flat lie, we'd be adding 5-6 yards on again. So the important thing is to have your gross yardage, your net yardage, know how far you hit the clubs and trust it. The other thing you can do is keep what we call club history. So if this was my normal round, practice round, whatever you want to call it, I would then mark down the club I hit, the yardage I thought he was playing, and where this ball landed with this particular club. Now obviously if I mishit it or duff it, then I won't put the data down. But when I come to play this hole then next week, and it's the same conditions, I'd be even more trusting with the club selection that I'm going to use. These things will all help you lower your scores without changing your golf swing. So if you have enjoyed today's video and just trying to plan a hole better and work out your yardage correctly, please click like and share the video. If you're interested in buying this particular range finder, you'll see a link down below to get one. As I said, I've only had it a few days, but it works really well. And for me, it's a real affordable price. Also, if you haven't followed me already, please hit my lower down bottom corner, join me in my journey, and let me help you improve your golf. So thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in today to Forest of Arden. Hope to see you back here real soon.